1. And so let's see which team wants it more. Both teams are fighting for a chance to play the winner of the Nairobi City Thunder and the Umoja game. Check. All right, are we on? All right. Are we good on the sound? Are we good on the sound? Check. Right. Our sound technicians, they are working on it. Sorry, we are just having a slight bit of technical difficulties with the mic, and it's being sorted out. All right, and we are underway as Ulinzi Warriors control the tip. As Branson Zioka calls out a play, Elvis Okoye on the wing drives against Toby, and he's called for a travel, and the ball goes KPA's way. Nice defensive possession to start. All right. Spencer out to Gary Wekesa. Back to Spencer as he holds on to it. Out to Salim. Toby sees an opening. Drives, flips it up, flips it in. Much to the delight of the home court. And that's one way to get the home court going. As John Washika hands it off to Elvis Okoye. Out to Branson Zioka. Lovely pick and roll play there between Branson Zioka and Regan Okere. Gary Wekesa quickly off to the races the other way. He's hounded by Rapudo. Takes the contested 3. Doesn't get it to go. Martin, volleyball, spikes it out. Spencer comes up with it. Tries the entry pass. Doesn't get it to go. Ball deflected. KPA retained possession with 10 seconds on the shot clock. All right, Toby driving, kicking out to Martin Buluma. Corner 3. Money. and KPA seem to be finding their groove early. Lovely play there by Toby out to Martin. Brands comes the other way. Regan sets a hard pick. They look to repeat the play. And Branson Zioka with a reply of his own. Man, they are going back and forth early in this quarter.
Now KPA put forward a question and Brands comes up with an answer there to tie the game at 5 apiece between these two teams. A quite controversial game too there. Ulinzi Warriors narrowly.
Salim Kisilu comes up shooting and he banks it in.
Kisilu with the 3-point shot there. As I was saying earlier, game 2 was quite closely contested, but KPA managed to come up with a win. So try to see how game 3 will pan out between these two teams.
We as the fans and the spectators, we are here for it all. We want all the smoke. Oh, tough basket as John Washika assumes cleanup duties. Spencer with the 3-point doesn't get it to go as Rapudo controls it. And the ball comes out. Branson Zioka calling things right now. As he sees an opening, drives, kicks it back out to Regan. He's cut off by Spencer, flips it up, and he gets it to go. Man, everybody's throwing up Hail Marys and they all seem to be going in.
Seems like all the balls are dropping in for the two teams.
Scores are Ulinzi 9, KPA 8. Regan with a throwout. John Washika doesn't get it to go. Regan clears. Rapudo looking to entry pass. It's a bit of a scrappy possession, but they wind up with a wide open Rapudo drive. And Rapudo lays it right in the face of Spencer, challenging him if he can to contest it.
KPA running their famous horns play there. Buluma to Kisilu. Buluma finds an opening, and Morel
right back in it. My God, these guys are going pound for pound, punch for punch.
KPA more comfortable on their home floor. We saw that in Nairobi they were a bit slow. Maybe you can attribute that to the cold weather of Nairobi.
Again, another scrappy play, but it results in a basket. Right now, everybody's just throwing up Hail Marys and they all seem to be connecting.
It's a good time to be throwing the ball anywhere close to the rim. Now you can accumulate a lot of points.
Salim Kisilu comes up shooting, in and out. Ooh, that was almost in. John Washika, good patience into Brands. Brands, tough fadeaway shot, doesn't get it to drop. Spencer on cleanup duties as Martin pushes the pace. Spencer seems to be limping on that particular play. He doesn't seem to be 100%. Toby with a tough drive and gets it to drop.
Oh, wow, quite concerning issue there. Spencer Morel laboring.
And Rapudo trying to put the moves right there, but stopped by Martin. Ball kicked out to Brands. Brands looking for entry pass. Ooh! Huge block, huge block. Huge block on the floor. Huge block on the floor. But the referee has deemed it a foul. Foul is called on Spencer, a blocking foul, which will send John Washika to the line to shoot 2. Oh man, that replay is going to be all over your social medias for the rest of this week. Trust you me. John Washika at the line. Oh, and he doesn't get the first one to go. This game is going to come down to the wire. John Washika doesn't get the second one to go. Martin Buluma controls the rebound. And he gets straight into it. Entry pass to Spencer. Spencer goes to work, fumbles, loses, gets it back, flips it up, doesn't get it to go. John Washika controls the rebound as Branson Zioka brings the ball up. He's being hounded by Martin Buluma. Solid screen right there, doesn't get away. John Washika out to Elvis Okoye, high-arcing 3 and doesn't get the bounce. Brands flips it up, doesn't get it to go. It's a battle for the boards. Brands again. Ooh, and Regan got the rebound, but it went out of play.
KPA Dockers quite being out-rebounded on that possession. About 3 offensive rebounds by the Warriors. But Ulinzi Warriors quite unfortunate there not to come out with the 2 points. Having out-rebounded the KPA Dockers almost 3 times as Tobias tries to sneak in a pass to Kisilu.
Salim Kisilu comes up shooting, doesn't get it to go. The rebound is collected by Rapudo, out to Branson Zioka, flips it into the center to Vigan Okere, hands it off to Elvis. Elvis looking, searching, drives, kicks it out. Rapudo takes a 3-point shot and gets nothing but the bottom of the net. Big shot by Rapudo. He's more known for his strong drives, but to see him coming up shooting.
And it's quite interesting because Ulinzi Warriors seem to be quite comfortable taking shots here and having an early lead over the KPA Dockers 16-12. I think they feel very, very much comfortable. And like many other teams who visit the Makande Gymnasium here, KPA almost certainly has the hotter starts when facing many other teams.
Yep. You know, it's all about protecting your home court. Nice patience. Salim sidestep 3, off balance, doesn't get it to go. Rebound controlled by Elvis as he's looking to push the pace. He has help in the form of Elisha, who's just checked in. Out to Brands to Rapudo. Rapudo tries like a second time, doesn't get it to go. Ooh, and oh my God. Listen, the effort, the energy being shown by these two teams. Every loose ball, every rebound, everything is just being fought for.
I think the intensity is testament to what is at line between these two teams, having tied the series one win for each team. Game 3 is quite a pivotal game for both teams. Whoever wins this game will have a lot of control for the remainder of the series. Oh, nice pass to Morel there.
Beautiful entry pass.
Good entry pass to Morel. And KPA Dockers should be doing more of this. We see most of the time KPA Dockers, when they have their 3-point shots falling, as Regan conversed that, as I was saying, KPA Dockers always have a tendency to get trigger happy whenever their 3-point shots start to fall, and they start to neglect their post players. But if they pay more attention to Morel, then their basketball game will be a bit quite easier. Elisha with the rebound, fight for the rebound. Tobias comes down with it. And he's kicked. Sorry, the referee says it's a kick ball by Tobias Odhiambo.
Yes. Much to the dislike of the fans.
The home fans not happy by the referee's decision. 18-14 the scores between these two teams.
Simon Rapudo, no hesitation. Gets it to go again.
Back-to-back threes by Rapudo.
Today he seems to be feeling it.
Yes, and the KPA Dockers should try to contain him before things get out of hand.
Gary Wekesa has thought about it. Let's see what the referee is on the floor call.
I think it's a foul on Rapudo, a blocking foul. But we are yet to see the referee's call. As a substitution made, Lennox Wanje checks in for Tobias Odhiambo.
I didn't quite understand what the referee is called, but because I did not see them going to the scores table to indicate a foul.
And Rapudo seems to be limping as he comes out of the field of play.
Spencer Morel right there, very active. Gets the rebound and flips it up.
Regan forces his way.
And I think that particular play, Spencer Morel had set his feet pretty solid, and Regan gets called for an offensive foul.
And we're getting ready to check in for Regan Okere.
Antonio Obuire, a veteran in this league, has played for quite a number of years. I think him and Elvis are probably the oldest players on the Ulinzi Warrior side. Entry pass, and Buire right away has the task of guarding Spencer, which he does pretty well, and he forces a common ball, which should go KPA's way, as Ulinzi Warriors control the opening tip.
I think Antonio Buire is one of those players who's just brought in to irritate their opponent. And from that possession, you can see he's trying to get under the skin of Morel.
Hey, whatever job you're given by the coach, you do it to perfection. Lovely move by Gary, doesn't get it to go, as Buire controls the rebound out to Elvis. Elvis looking, attacking, kicks it to the corner to Brands, who's hounded by Lennox Wanje. Tough fade away, doesn't get it to go. Martin Boluma chases it down. kicks it out to Gary Wekesa, who's off to the races. We call him Gary, Mr. 1v1. Salim wide open. Lennox Wanje, corner 3, doesn't get it to go. Rebound is contested. Ulinzi Warriors come down with it.
And Lennox Wanje loves that corner. I think most of the time when he comes in there, Skisilu picks up a foul.
I feel like that was a flop. But then again, Antonio Bwire has been in this league for quite a number of years, so he knew how to anticipate that contest. And as a reward, he goes to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, you know, veteran moves by veteran players to get you extra point.
But not in this case, as he doesn't get the first one to drop. Antonio Bwire, he rattles in the second one. The third free throw of his trip, and it's in and out, controlled by Spencer Morel. It's good to see that he shook off his injury. Oh, that was a no-look pass. Spencer Morel forces issues, it doesn't get to fall. Elisha Odhiambo comes up with it, crossing all the way to the rim, and he gets there with a couple of twists and crosses, and oh my God.
Elisha, quite an athletic player.
I envy youth. I envy youth. Gary Wekesa doesn't get a 3-ball. Big rebound by Martin Boluma, and he flips it up and flips it in. Scores are 18-24. Wow. The first quarter is almost coming to an end. This quarter has gone by so fast.
Yes, there's a lot of scoring also in this quarter between these two teams. As Antonio Bwire attempts a 3-point shot.
Doesn't get to go. Martin Boluma has been very active on the boards. Salim Kisilu is off to the races. Time winding down. He hoists one up, doesn't get to go. Spencer right there. Spencer should be hired by the municipal county. He's on cleanup duty. He's been very active. Spencer and Martin have been very active around the rim. Man, I can't believe the first quarter is over just like that. This has been such a fast quarter.
Two teams, high scoring quarter, and a lot of offensive rebounds between these two teams. So I think one of the weaknesses for both teams has been defensive rebounds, because both teams are being quite successful getting the offensive rebounds. So a lot of boxing out needs to happen for the two teams going forward in this game.
Right, and we'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, and we are back for this exciting, thrilling, scintillating match between the KPA Dockers and the Ulinzi Warriors. As it stands right now, Ulinzi Warriors have a slight 4-point lead, and we are about to check in the second quarter. Ball into Antonio Buire, out to Brands, was not yet sat down to Collins Muliro. He's a local, like he's from Mombasa, so he's playing in his hometown. Ball into Elisha, step back jumper, money.
And you can see from that jump shot, again, we go back to athleticism, because he just rose up over the defender, nobody in his face, and he sinks in the 2-point for the Warriors.
A foul is called on the ground against the Ulinzi Warriors. In game one, Elisha was a key part of their victory. As Lennox comes up shooting, a bit too strong. Martin Boluma, I think the referee calls a foul on him, a pushing foul. And it will be interesting to see whether that's his first or his second.
And Muliro on the floor there, tying his shoe. He had lost his shoe earlier.
As David Kitongo brings it up. Out to Collins. Muliro thought about it. Looking for the entry pass. Gets it. Elisha again rises up, but is met by the sideboard. As Martin Boluma assumes point guard duties. Hands it over to Lennox. Kicks it out to Gary Wekesa. Wide open in the corner. Gary Wekesa doesn't get to go. Martin Boluma, Spencer Morel battling, fighting. Oh my God. It's really physical in there. At times, it turns into a rugby match. Branson Zioka comes up shooting, doesn't get it to go. And a foul is called on the floor against, I'm assuming, Antonio Buire. Pushing foul. Oh. Wait. The referee, Eric, he had indicated the ball to go Ulinzi's way, but he made a quick correction. That's the second foul on Antonio Buire. So the job you're sent to do of irritating Spencer, he seems to be doing it very well at his own expense, because at this rate he'll be out of the game.
And you can see there, he's not quite a good liar. As Lennox is called for traffic violation. Buire just tripped Morel Spencer and he acted like he didn't do anything. Putting his hands up, pleading for his innocence.
That is a veteran move right there.
But the referee was not fooled by Buire.
Well, out to Brands. I don't know why he hesitated. He had that shot. Skip court pass to Collins Muliro. Brings it into Antonio Buire. And a pushing foul is called on Salim. Again, whenever you're refereeing against veteran players, you need to know that they are very crafty. Even when you're playing against a veteran player, the slightest contact he feels, you're done for.
Yeah, and also it's how best can you manipulate the referee to make calls in your favor, because most of these players understand the tendencies of the referee, so they will do anything to make sure that the referee sees any call in their favor and they can get to benefit from it.
Anyway, a big shout out to Antonio Buire with the turnaround jumper, gets nothing but net. Antonio Buire is giving them some really good minutes off the bench. Man.
And it seems like Ulinzi Warriors are quite comfortable as Lennox Wanje sinks in the 3-point shot. Ulinzi Warriors are quite comfortable going to Salim Kisilu on the defensive end. They're trying to post him up on almost every possession, as you can see there. Buire against Kisilu. Nice pass in the interior to Branson Zioka.
As Spencer Morel was caught napping and Branson Zioka made him pay. Oh, that was a wild, erratic move.
Muliro just could not keep up with the pace of that pass, and a turnover by the Warriors.
KPA were bailed out right there by an inerrant pass by the Ulinzi Warriors.
Nice pass there.
Because that was an erratic move or an erratic play by Lennox. but they're lucky to have gotten the ball back. Scores are 23-30. Oh, another 3-point shot. Make that 26-30. Maybe I spoke too soon.
And Spencer Morel is quite a versatile big man.
Yes, he is.
He can shoot from beyond the arc. He can post up.
Collins Muliro.
And he's tall enough to be quite physical in the interior. Salisha picks up another offensive rebound, as we had talked earlier.
The funny thing about that possession is two Ulinzi Warrior players were both fighting for that offensive rebound. That's how out of place KPA's defense was.
Yes, so you can see that the paint was wide open for the Ulinzi Warriors. It's like the KPA Dockers were not invited in their own half. And it's quite a questionable way of playing defense by the home team.
Collins Murillo flips it up, doesn't get it to go. And Antonio Buire is caught with his hand in the cookie jar. That should be his third foul, if I'm not mistaken.
Indeed.
As we see Brian about to check in. Should be for the first time this game. As Antonio Buire checks out with his 3 fouls. And getting into Spencer's head and a couple of nice baskets.
Familiar face on the sideline. You can see Mutoro.
Yes, as he temporarily is assuming coaching duties.
There, Mutoro, seasoned vet, made a home in the Ulinzi Warriors side, supporting his team. He hasn't played this season, I think. He hasn't played.
Yes. He still hasn't fully recovered from his ACL injury. No, from his Achilles. Wait, was it ACL or Achilles? We will have to confirm and get back to you on that one. But he's definitely an exciting player to watch. He's always high energy, high octane. And the game of basketball misses him, and we wish him a quick recovery. Hopefully he'll be back with us next season.
Yeah, but he's still contributing, even in small ways, giving words of wisdom and advice to his teammates.
Yes.
As they take a lead in Game 3 of the semi-finals. The two teams having split Game 1 and 2 in Nairobi, and now KPA Dockers with the task of defending their home floor for the remaining 3 games, if at all the game will reach to Game 5.
Scores are 32-26 with 6 minutes and change left in the second quarter of this doublehead of ours. Spencer off to Lennox, being guarded by David Kitongo. Lennox with nowhere to go. Eric with a deep 3. Oh, it bounces. Spencer right there, and he gets it up and in. Whatever Ulinzi are doing on the offensive end, Spencer is coming right back and them with the same thing.
That puts a lot of question on the defensive rebounds by those two teams. As Buluma picks up one defensive rebound. Wanje already ahead of the pack. Oh, beautiful crossover by Lennox Wanje. But Kitongo tries to keep up with him.
And I think he just got the step on him, although he might have gotten away with a hook.
And you can see there Kitongo letting the referee know that Lennox Wanje was hooking him on that drive to the basket.
Lennox Wanje flips it up. Branson Zioka comes down with it. Long outlet pass. My God. Ooh, I'm telling you. Ulinzi have a good core of young players who are so athletic. It's crazy.
Very athletic.
With Elisha definitely leading the pack.
And Elisha just turned the wrong way. That's why he could not hold on to that ball. But indeed, it was within his range.
Ooh! That time Spencer was wide open. I mean, I don't think he has been this open this whole game.
I was surprised he didn't dunk that ball because
I expected him to.
The crowd was already rising up with him as a terrible three-point attempt there. Wekesa now, KPA on the open floor, quite dangerous. Wanje on nice. Hesitation move by Lennox Wanje. Buluma all the way.
And he gets whacked.
And that's where the KPA Dockers are very dangerous on the open floor. They love to run especially when they are at home.
Yes. That's a foul on Collins Muliro as Coach Bernard Mufutu calls a quick timeout to talk to his troops as the KPA Dockers have cut the lead down to 2 points. At some point, the lead was up to 9. Now it's just a 2-point game. This is an awesome fight by KPA Dockers to get back in it. Ulinzi Warriors, they need to go back to what was working for them. They were playing inside out, and now that seems to have come to a standstill. And Spencer, he's like a one-man wrecking crew. You know, the way he's just battling the boards. Also, Martin Buluma doing an awesome job for KPA. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a game on our hands.
Quite an interesting game between these two teams. I think this series has been one that every possession counts, literally quite down to the wire, because even in game 2 we saw that the KPA Dockers narrowly survived Ulinzi's comeback attempt.
Yes.
And that would have been a very big blow for the KPA Dockers to come back home down 0-2.
As Martin Buluma at the line for 2 free throws, calmly sinks the first one to bring them to within half a basket or 1 point with 5 minutes and change left on the shot clock. After what happened in game 2, we will be keeping a close eye on the shot clock to the best of our abilities to keep you all informed in real-time basis. Martin Buluma, he misses the second one. The rebound is controlled, kicked out. Rapudo seems to have shaken off his earlier knock. Kicks it out to Branson Zioka. Thought about it. Flips it to Collins Muliro, wide open. Oh, a bit too strong, but the long rebound is chased down by Elisha. Collins Muliro to Elisha. Elisha misses 2 at point blank range.
Another offensive rebound by Elisha on his own missed shot. But KPA survived that one.
Eric doesn't think about it, a bit too strong also, as Brands controls the rebound. So far, Brands has not gotten a breather. He's played the whole of the first quarter. Simon Rapudo with a high arcing 3, air ball that was well contested. As Lennox Wanji is off to the races. He's slowed down by Collins Muliro. As Lennox calls out a play. Out to Martin. Oh, I felt, yes, that is what they were calling for.
Oh, what a crossover move.
and Rapudo is off the races. Lovely defensive effort by the Dockers to get back in numbers. Not allowing Rapudo the holiday he was on in game 1. In game 1, he was like he was in a holiday. He was just driving in and out. He had a driver's license, passport. He had everything.
Yes, of course. The interior defense being an issue there, as the KPA Dockers turned the ball over due to 3 seconds violation. Spencer Morrell staying the paint a bit too long. And Ulinzi should seek to go back to the post. As Elisha finds his way deep in the paint.
Beautiful curl and high arcing finger roll. Man.
Every time the KPA Dockers inch closer, someone from Ulinzi just shows up. And Odondo attempts a long 3. I think it's time to go back to the post plays by the Dockers. Odondo is 0 for 3 now on his 3-point attempts.
Nice handoff to Lennox. Lennox is encouraged to shoot it, and he gets it to drop. After the handoff by Martin, he set the pick and told him to shoot it, and Lennox did. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we are tied. It's a tied ball game after Ulinzi leading by as many as 9. Empty pass, Elisha, handoff to Brian. Brian kicks it back out to Rapudo. Rapudo, Elisha to Brands. Brands, Collins, wide open, corner 3, doesn't get it to go. Collins Muliro has not been getting his shots to drop.
That was great ball movement by the Ulinzi Warriors as Wanje turns it over.
Nice recovery defense by Ulinzi. Flip to Brands. Brands to Rapudo. Another hacking three, air ball. But Brian is right there to pick up the pieces. That's really disheartening, you know, after you've forced someone to shoot an air ball and then you give up the easy offensive board.
Yeah, Rapudo has made 2 3-point shots from that spot, and now he has made 2 air balls from the same spot. He seems to have run out of energy, Rapudo, because 2 back-to-back threes and then 2 back-to-back air balls. That's an interesting turn of events.
Maybe that knock he picked up is affecting his ability.
It seems to be so on Wekesa.
Tough physical defense there by Gary Wekesa.
Yeah.
I mean,
borderline foul, maybe.
Borderline, keyword is borderline. Maybe he didn't go over the border.
I'm trying to be safe here. I'm at the KPA's home floor.
Let's just say
I want to reach home safely.
Viewers' discretion, just for the safety of Philip that is concerned, let's just say that he remained in Kenya. He did not cross over the border.
Again,
ball out to Branson Zioka into Elisha, posting up.
You see, that's where the success is coming from. Once they post up, it seems like KPA Dockers are finding trouble handling Elisha at the post, because once they went to Kisilu and now they have changed defenders. Monte trying to handle him and still couldn't, and now he heads to the free throw line with a chance to get his 2 points.
In the first couple of games, Elisha has been automatic from the free throw line, and he continues the streak. You see, at times, Philip, it is not the commentator who jinxes it. If you're good, you're good.
The ball had already left his hands when you started talking.
If you're good, you're good.
Let's see what will come out of the second attempt.
As he calmly takes his time. You see, it is not the commentators who jinx it. If the players don't know how to shoot, they don't know how to shoot. Simple.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Nice pressure. Kick out. Gary thought about it. Jab step. Oh, he's called for a travel.
Now that is a travel. The fans are not happy, but indeed it is a travel.
As you can see, Eric Jodo Emutoro fired up by that call. Oh, that was a tough pass. Elisha banging bodies, tough turnaround. Jay. Oh, I thought that should have been the basket should have counted. But anyway.
And again, back to the same thing. Ball to the post, try to force something up, and Ulinzi almost had a chance to convert on that. It seems KPA don't have enough size to handle players at the post, and now Monte Kimba, number 4 for the Dockers, will have a difficult task there trying to handle.
Nice defensive possession as it's flipped up, and Toby with a wide open fast break. KPA love running in the open court as we have 49 seconds and counting on the game clock.
Megan Nyamo with active hands on the defense, and Lennox Wanje congratulating him.
Man, it is good to see the players all fired up.
Yeah.
Well, you know what they say about defense? Hands down, man down.
Yes. A lot of active hands there by Megan Nyamo.
And his hands were up, so he's definitely not down. Although the KPA Dockers are down by 2 points, as Branson comes up shooting and gets nothing but net. What a shot, high arcing release.
Then a Swanje ball picked up by Nzioka, and Nzioka ahead of the pack. Ball to Rapudo, raises up, goes in for 2.
And just like that, a 2-point game has become a 7-point game.
With seconds left to end the first half.
We have 10 seconds and counting.
Trevor
5
running
seconds.
out of time. Rapudo rather tapped it out. Tobias,
running out.
long 3.
Ooh, and he doesn't get it to go. And we come to the end of the half.
That would be a very interesting way to end the half there. Tobias with a long 3-point attempt. Ulinzi Warriors with The lead
scores
in the first
are
half.
43 to 36 favor Ulinzi Warriors as we come to the end of this first half. Man, this has been a high energy game. I can't keep up and I'm sitting down and just talking. I think all of these players, they are playing with respirators, inbuilt respirators in their lungs.
The bigger the moment, the more prepared you have to be. And for such a moment, it calls a lot from you to get it out, take out all that you have within yourself to compete on the floor. And the fans will be here to support you if they feel that you put your best foot forward and give it all.
My head is spinning and I am sitting over here just talking. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it has been an exciting first half. Please, I urge you to go to the washroom, the powder room, the kitchen, wherever you need to go. And we'll see you back here in a few minutes for the second half of this exciting game of our double header. Brought to you courtesy of Okapi Sports Network. Where is my paraphernalia? All right, we are back for the second half of this amazing game. High energy, high octane levels. I'm telling you, all the energy drink companies, they need to come here because these people are playing like this without energy.
A lot of energy between these two teams as we resume play in the third quarter. Morel.
Spencer Morel, he's picking up right where he left off. Spencer Morel has been a beast in the paint in this particular game. And Ulinzi seem to be struggling to find an answer for him.
And KPA Dockers with the first play of the third quarter going to the post where they come out with 3 points, a foul, and a converted free throw by Spencer Morel.
As Simon Rapudo with a cross-court pass, touch pass to Brands, it results in a turnover. As Martin Buluma, who has had an amazing all-round game, he's doing so much that one shot. Oh, killer crossover by Toby. He goes right into Rapudo, doesn't get it to go as John Washika emphatically pulls down that rebound.
Tobias coming up empty in that possession, trying to go over Rapudo in the layup attempt.
Maybe
a player that in last year's finals, we gave him the slogan "Heart over height." You know, he's those type of players who is not faced by the height of the defender guarding him.
I think Toby was trying to give Rapudo a dose of his own medicine. As Martin Buluma sees an opening, his patented teardrop, it caroms around the rim and goes out. It's controlled by Ulinzi. As Elvis Okoye brings it up, kicks out Rapudo. Rapudo back to Elvis. Elvis drives, kicks. It's deflected. Ulinzi retained possession with 12 seconds on the shot clock.
And that was questionable defense by the Ulinzi Warriors. Martin Buluma had quite an open lane there, and he failed to convert, but still you have to put a lot of questions on why Buluma had an easy way to the cup there despite not converting. And we'll wait to see if the Ulinzi Warriors would tighten up their defense.
Ball kicked out to Brands. Brands being hounded, and they get caught by the shot clock violation. Brands thinks that there was some illegal play involved, but the referee tells him to get up and play on.
Ulinzi Warriors taking much of their time trying to set up their offense, but the 24-second shot clock not being on their side, they try to post up Morel. Now Regan taking up the duty. Morel.
I felt that there was a lot of contact over there, but the referee decides otherwise, and Ulinzi have possession. Elvis Okoye high-arcing three, doesn't get it to go. That was a careless pass by Salim. The idea was noble, but the execution was, okay.
Talk about shooting forms.
That was a very interesting shooting form.
Yes, let's leave it at interesting.
Gary Wekesa, Martin Buluma soars up high. Salim Kisilu comes up with it and is fouled by Regan Okere. Beautiful play, beautiful hustle play by Martin Buluma to enable Kisilu to get a trip to the free throw line.
Yeah, Kisilu being lucky to be at the right place at the right time as Buluma taps the ball to him, and now he gets a chance to get 2 points from the charity stripe.
Again, the things that Martin Buluma is doing, they don't show up on the box score, but he's really having an amazing impact on this game.
Yeah, Martin Buluma is actually one of those players that cannot be defined by statistics, by conventional statistics. So you have to go deeper into the more advanced statistics and actually have an eye test to get a feel of what he brings to this team.
I think what you're talking about is that with Martin, we need to go into the analytics.
Deeper analytics.
Yes, the statistics are for the other normal players. drive by Devi, kicks it out to Regan. Regan a couple of fakes. Spencer standing his ground. Ball kicked out to Rapudo. Rapudo to Elvis. Elvis Brands high-arcing three. And in and out, Spencer carols that one. I think Spencer and Martin have played the most minutes for the KPA Dockers today. I don't think Spencer has, maybe he has just gotten a few minutes of a break.
And again,
Gary Wekesa emphatically blocked by Regan Okere. My God. I'm telling you, Phil, there's nothing easy in there.
But again, we see he had an open lane there, but Regan tried to compensate for the defensive failures, even as Rapudo converts on the three-point attempt. Still, the perimeter defense for the Ulinzi Warriors is still lacking. And Buluma picks up a foul, but the referee says the basket does not count.
I mean, as a commentator, I'm supposed to have an unbiased opinion. But if I had an opinion, I would disagree with the ref.
Anyway, the referee's decision
that is me having an opinion without having an opinion. Oh my God.
Now,
as referee Eric, he goes over to the scores table to check and confirm on something. There seems to be a dispute with the numbers. KPA retained possession with 6:55 to go.
oh, nice pass to Kisilu.
But he wasn't in a position to finish, and he wisely pulls it out. Gary with the cross to Kisilu. Kisilu with a contested three. Nothing but net from Salim Kisilu. Oh my God. That shot, I think it tore some of the net strands.
Salim Kisilu is one of the better three-point shooters in this league.
Yes, I agree.
And you cannot leave him open, even when he seems to be struggling from behind the arc as he comes down with a defensive rebound.
Man, this game seems like it's going to come down to the wire. Salim Kisilu, he checked. Oh. And he quickly lifts up his hand to acknowledge that that wasn't the best decision.
I think he was feeling it, but the feelings weren't high enough.
David Oma to Regan Okere, putting the ball on the ground. That's normally a recipe for disaster. And he's lucky he gets bailed out. Very few traditional big men, can put the ball down on the floor from the top of the three-point line all the way to the rim.
Especially when you are guarded by a player such as Tobias, who can get under you. So he's closer to the ground than you'll ever be. And Tobias almost coming up with the steal, but Ulinzi Warriors surviving with a foul.
But KP end up coming with the steal either way, as Tobias brings the ball the other way, looking to post up Spencer.
Oh!
Wow! Oh my God! Oh my God! Please put that on replay. Put that on replay.
Somebody remind Regan whose home floor he is playing on.
That was a grown man move.
Morel with the baptism over Regan. Take that to the camp. Wow.
As we have a foul.
We want to see that replay.
I am pretty sure that is going to be trending on all social media networks by the end of the day.
Look at that. He turns around and puts Regan. Wow. A highlight that Regan will live to remember.
Oh my God. Okay. Let me calm down. Let me calm down. That dunk had been building up the whole game. Every time you're saying, we thought he should have dunked it. Finally he did.
And if I'm Morel and I'm old.
Oh! Spencer with a block on the other end. Oh.
So I was saying, if I'm Morel and I'm old, this will be the footage I'll be showing my grandkids to remind them. Once upon a time, I was that dude. Wow.
A bit of I mean, but see, the referee was in the right position to make that call, so we'll have to agree with him. All right. Oh. Brands out to Rapudo, back to Brands. Elisha setting the pick. Looks for the pop.
Elisha.
And he it out to Regan. I felt Elisha was in a better position to take that shot, and he has a better percentage.
And also just simply because Regan has suffered a highlight on the other end, his confidence might be a bit too low to take that type of shot immediately after being put on a highlight play.
Yeah, well, he just scored a basket under the rim, so and I think Regan is going to the bench maybe to get a word of encouragement from his coach
and collect himself. Tobias with a long three.
Well, that was good clock awareness as the shot clock was winding down. Elvis Okoye brings it up.
Oh, nice pass to Elisha. Couldn't handle it. Nice. Ball back to Okoye.
And he rattles it in.
Yeah, friendly bounce.
He got the shooter's roll.
Yes. 5 points between these two teams. Ulinzi still maintaining their lead. They're trying to post up Morel and are still.
I feel like if he's not in position, KPA should not force issues. They should just let the ball swing around, let other players play, and then come back to him. Elvis Okoye with a wide open three.
Oh.
And he cashes it in, nothing but net.
What a shot.
And he gives the bench the Warriors salute. As KPA are forced to call a quick timeout
Elvis
as the lead goes back to 8 points.
There. And we saw this in game 2 also. He made game 1 rather. He made a lot of 3-point shots for the Ulinzi Warriors. And now, right here on KPA's home floor, he's trying to do the same.
KPA were right there. They were within 1 point or 2 points, and now the game is back to an 8-point game. You see, if it's working for Spencer, it doesn't mean it'll work all the time. You know, get the other players involved, then when they forget about him a bit, then get the ball to him. Because right now, everybody knows the ball is going to Spencer.
But I want to see more of this. As a fan of basketball, I wouldn't care much if this is what Spencer Morel keeps on producing on the post plays.
Yeah, but you see, you have to let the ball move around and get back to him when the defense is in the right position.
Good ball movement by Ulinzi Warriors to find Okoye open, and that is what KPA Dockers should be doing. Ball to the post, kick ball out, and an open 3-point shot. Simple and easy basketball.
As Toby Odiambo, he brings up the ball. Simon Rapudo pushes Salim way out. You see, again. You see, and now I feel like Spencer's trying to do too much because Salim was wide open on the wing, but he's more focused on getting to the cup. And he's putting himself under unnecessary pressure.
I think he's starting to get carried away by the highlight plays.
Yes.
Reverse missed. Elisha there to clean up the glass.
And just like that, it is a double-digit lead.
Silo.
A bit too strong, doesn't get it to go. You see, but at times I feel like that's what happens. You know, after you hit a couple of threes, then you get out of rhythm. And now when the ball comes back to you, it's a bit confusing.
Yeah, because more touches make you more familiar with the ball. So once you start becoming cold, I don't think the 3-point shot is the best shot to go to if you have been cold for a while.
Yeah, well, you see, but for Salim it is because he's a shooter, and you know, you shooters shoot. Oh, Rapudo totally hounding Martin.
And he picks up a foul.
Oh, but that was some really hands-on defense. That was some tough playoff defense by Rapudo. I mean, it's the playoffs. This is what you expect.
Rapudo trying to put Martin Buluma under lock and key. But a bit too overzealous there as he picks up the foul. Wanje gets free and loses the handle.
It is a lot of physicality happening right before us. As Lennox, Wanje seems to be taking minutes to compose himself. Man, this is such a physical game. I do not envy these players. And to think tomorrow they have yet another game.
Wow, Elisha the strong
goes
drive!
And he gets it to drop. Foul and basket counted. His name is Elisha Odhiambo. You better remember that name.
Yeah, and he picks up a foul on another Odhiambo, Tobias. Could not keep up with the pace.
So you're saying that was an Odhiambo affair?
Yeah, we leave it between them. And Elisha.
As Elisha comes out on top in that battle of the Odhiambos. Oh, and Elisha with the somewhat rare miss. As Lennox Wanje, he waits for his teammates to come up the floor. Martin Buluma on the wing, back to Lennox. Lennox inside to Salim. Salim. Oh. Elvis Akoi. I told you, veteran players have veteran moves. As he forces Salim to pick up the offensive foul.
I think Salim Kisilu is a bit frustrated just by the way he's playing.
He's a bit out of rhythm.
Yes, and he's trying to force matters into the hands as Morel cleans up.
Oh my God.
That attempt.
You had better remember that name, Spencer Morel.
Run.
He's having himself a game. Hey. and as these two former teammates, they were teammates at Riara, they go crashing into each other. And Rapudo comes up with the worst of it, having picked up the personal foul.
Substitution, Brand Suzuka checks out. In comes Kitongo.
Both teams are in the foul penalty. So Tobias goes to the line. And these are the easy points that you need to score to get yourself back in the game. Because right now, they have a 12-point deficit.
Yes, of course, the free throw line is the only shot that you get that is not contested by the defender.
Yeah. And Tobias, uncharacteristic of him, he misses both at the line. It's still a 12-point game. Elisha versus Spencer, they've been going at it all series. And as the fans, we love to see it.
Yes.
Martin Buluma.
Oh, nice fake. Buluma to Morel. Oh, nice fake again. Foul.
Oh, he doesn't get it to drop. But Spencer is putting in the work, even though he has a few, a bit of a few questionable decisions now and then. But he's putting in the work. I felt he hurried that first free throw. Why did he shoot it in such a hurry? When the referee gives you the ball, you have 5 seconds. He gets the second one to drop, makes it an 11-point game. We have a couple of substitutions. Out goes Elvis, in comes Collins. Out goes Salim and Toby. In comes Dodi and Eric.
Yeah. Elisha going on the way, rejected.
Spencer with yet another block.
By Morel.
My God, Spencer is having himself a block party right now. Normally, Elisha, that would have been a highlight dunk for him. But Spencer says, nope, I'm here. Tough drive.
Oh, nice
beautiful,
pass.
Beautiful.
Oh, misses a point-blank layup. Spencer Morel.
I think he got confused between dunking it and laying it off the board.
Yeah. He was double-minded on that attempt.
and the whole of the gymnasium were in just as much as disbelief and shock and awe as we were.
Buluma
Martin with
Apananda.
acrobatic move, and he gets it to drop, taking matters into his own hands.
Trying to pull KPA out of the deficit
As we
that
have
they are
39
in.
seconds on the shot clock. Brian with the spin move, Rapudo with the drive, nowhere to go. Eric with the tap. Dodi kicks it out to Lennox. Lennox sees an opening, nice fake, and he gets it. There, he's still up on it. Oh my God, you have to love the effort. Where is Lennox going? In that particular move, I felt like Lennox was doing too much.
Indeed, he could have just held on to the ball. He got lucky that he was fouled. He has good handles, you cannot deny that. But I think he was trying to play to the gallery because the fans were cheering him on up. And now you get excited a bit when the fans are on your side, and you tend to lose focus of the bigger picture. But Lennox survives it and he goes to the free throw line, so all is well for the KPA Dockers.
But he has to make them count. I felt at the moment he saw two defenders jumping at him, instead of trying to split them, they should have moved the ball around and looked for the open man.
Yes,
Whenever the first one to drop.
Whenever you are doubled, you should pass the ball. It's such a simple concept, but you'll be surprised how many players usually fail to adhere to it.
As he rattles the second one in.
Wanja going 2 for 2 from the charity stripe, and it's
We
a
have
7-point game now.
18 seconds and counting on the shot clock. It's down to 13. Antonio Buire, nice stifling defense. Bodies flying all over.
5 seconds on the clock.
And the referee calls a travel.
Traveling violation.
We have 2 seconds. We have 2.4 seconds on the shot clock.
A wasted possession by the Ulinzi Warriors. They barely crossed the ball over to the other half. With 2 seconds now, Ulinzi Warriors will be looking to press the Dockers. Make sure that they run out of time so that they can get a decent attempt at a shot. Morel is not aware of the time. Easy puts up a shot, comes up empty.
And he doesn't get it to fall.
That is the end of the third quarter. 7 points separating these two teams. And now with 1 quarter remaining, we are yet to see if KPA will be able to complete their comeback rather, or whether Ulinzi Warriors will be able to hold on to their lead. 57-50, that marks it for the end of the third quarter.
And we are back for the fourth and final quarter of this high-energy, high-octane game. There are some players here who have logged in some really heavy minutes today.
We're
trying to put the moves on Spencer. Ball out to Churchill. Checked in out to Collins Muliro. Churchill, no hesitation, lets it fly. Too strong on the iron. 2 KPA players fighting for it. Buluma comes down with it. And he has a clear line.
Oh, Martin!
My God.
Say his name again. Buluma flashes it over the Warriors.
Just the same way the third quarter started is the same way the fourth quarter is starting.
Yeah, Martin Buluma patting the defense there. The paint wide open, and he says, why not? As he flashes it down, Martin Buluma.
And Antonio Buire with the reply right away. He hits a 3-point.
Antonio Buire trying to make us forget what Buluma just has done there on the other end, but Ulinzi Warriors not relenting nonetheless.
Okay, Phil,
oh!
beautiful move by Antonio Buire.
Which way did he go, Tranel? Which way did he go?
He went left and Antonio went right. They went in opposite directions.
Wow. He was trying to clean up the glass, but Antonio told him, let's keep it on the ground this time around. As Morel
right back at him.
goes right back, 62-54.
Crazy. That the pressure is too much. I'm actually standing up.
Antonio Buire seems to be having a lot of fun going against Morel.
A bit too strong off the glass. Antonio Buire has given them some quality minutes off the bench.
Yeah. All he needs to do is to watch out on his foul situation because he picks up a lot of fouls quite easily. Ayecho at the 3, rises up for his first shot of the game, comes up empty.
Long outlet pass to Churchill, who manages to control it. Looks.
Oh, great pressure defense by the Dockers.
But somehow Churchill gets it out to Antonio Buire, wide open.
Oh!
And he gets another one to go. Antonio Buire turning back the hands of time.
Wow.
We are sorry, sir. You have been sipping on that fountain of youth. Hey, I definitely want whatever you're drinking.
Antonio Buire has realized that
Morel
Morel is a problem.
Contact has nowhere to go.
The paint.
And he throws it away. And right now the momentum is with the Ulinzi Warriors.
Oh, nice fake.
Wide opening.
And ball stripped. But a foul is called on Eric Odondo. The crowd was ready to explode. We knew he was going for a dunk on that attempt.
Man, I'm telling you, it's crazy in here. This gym is alive.
A lot of highlight plays between these two teams. KPA trailing Ulinzi 65, KPA 54 in the fourth quarter. 7 minutes, 41 seconds left to play here at the KPA Gymnasium in Makande. A lot of heat, pressure turning up.
Man, this is playoff basketball.
The fast free throw is good.
As Brian calmly sinks the first one in, and somewhere on the bench we can see the team manager from Ulinzi giving thanks to the Almighty. Brian doesn't get the second one to fall. There's still a lot of time in this ball game. KPA just need to relax and to calm down.
And of course, KPA has the ability to make comeback plays. Morel goes all the way, fouled hard by Kitongo. And they hug it out.
Yeah, that was a sign of respect.
Between the two players. Kitongo knew if he doesn't pick up that foul, he will be on the other end of the highlight. Like his teammate Regan is trying to take no chances at all. David Kitongo.
There's no way that I would want to be trending for the wrong reasons on social media.
You know that highlight will be on Instagram. You don't want to be the first thing people see when they log into Instagram.
Antonio Buire assuming temporary point guard duties. He fancies this match.
I'm telling you, Antonio Buire having fun.
And he gets blocked.
He's having fun playing Morel.
Well,
and I think what Antonio Buire has realized is that if he pulls Morel to the 3-point line, then Morel Morel's defense becomes null and void. So,
but his recovery defense, because this is not the first time that Spencer has been left in the rearview mirror, but somehow he manages to meet you at the apex.
yeah, but in this case, he picks up a foul, and earlier on we saw Antonio with the head fake and getting an easy two. So Antonio knows very well how to play Spencer Morel. Pull him out to the three-point line, then attack him where there'll be no help, because KPA right now is lacking in size if we take Morel out of the equation.
Yeah, Spencer Morel is the only legitimate big man for KPA. They have gone small with 4 wing players.
Lennox to Ayecha, rises up for 3. Washington with the 3.
And we know that he's a knockdown shooter, and he had better keep hitting them.
Washington Ayecha formerly played for Coastal Kings, then went to the KPA Youth, and now promoted to the KPA senior side.
That is an amazing story right there of hard work and grit.
Yeah, hard work
Collins
prepares
Muliro
itself
flips
as
ones up,
Muliro
and he
answers
gets it.
back.
Collins Muliro, the hometown
Collins.
boy.
You can see the Warriors fans erupting from the sidelines. Collins Murillo. And now the KPA Dockers find themselves in muddy waters. Wanje tries to make up something. Another 3-point attempt. Washington rims out.
Oh man.
6 minutes left to play. Oh, nice pass. Could not handle it. And KPA Dockers seem to be falling apart in the final stages of the game. Wanje could not see Yecha. Lennox not quite a smart play there. Lennox trying to be a bit too desperate now.
I totally fail to understand, to comprehend that particular decision by Lennox Wanje.
Well, it reaches a point where everyone feels that they have the ability to save the team. And that is one of the worst mistakes you can make in the game of basketball. As a nice pass by the Warriors, and they do too much on that possession, leading to a turnover. As I was saying, at times it reaches when every player feels that they are the ones to save the team. But when you're down this big, teamwork is usually the best way to go to bring yourself back out of a deep hole.
Yeah. There are moments for individuals, but there's still a lot of time to play.
It's only 11 points separating the team. You would think
5 whole minutes.
You would think that our Ulinzi Warriors are up 30 or something, but it's only 11 points separating these two teams. With 5 minutes, that is still a lot of time to play.
That is a lot of time to play. KPA just need to keep cool, and they just need to get their composure.
And Kitongo trying to harass Lennox Wanje.
Even Kitongo, he's a pest on defense. He's the type of defender who will get in your head.
They try to go back to Morel to see if the formula will work once again. Morel turns around. A fight for the rebound, and the Warriors come out with it.
And the only person who is battling for the offensive glass,
Regan.
As we see the Ulinzi fans and the bench throwing their hands up in jubilation, they are sensing it.
Ulinzi Warriors have taken over the gymnasium now. You would think that they are the home team with their 5 fans shouting their lungs out. Maybe it's the energy by Mutoro, we don't know, because Mutoro seems to have a lot of energy just by the way he plays, and he seems to have produced some life from the sidelines for his team. You can see they are standing beside his coach, Mufutu.
As a timeout is called by the KPA Dockers, Bramwell Muchina looks at the scores in disbelief. He's wishing he could be on the court to help his teammates, but unfortunately that's not the case, and he'll just have to support them from the sidelines. Can KPA pull out a comeback in this seemingly undaunting game for them?
And I think just to touch on, which is quite a shame on our part, because we forgot about Mushina. Mushina is quite a very pivotal player for the KPA Dockers. Mushina could be the guy who's helping out Spencer Morel, especially on the offensive glass. So in this case where we see that Mushina is out with an injury, we see that the Ulinzi Warriors are having a rather easier time collecting offensive rebounds, especially as we saw in the first half. And KPA now just wish that they could have had that type of height to help them. But again, if all wishes were horses, beggars would ride, right?
Those two guys, Spencer and Bram, they are the Kenyan version of the Twin Towers. But Ulinzi are giving as much as they are getting. And right now they are getting much more.
And play resumes. Morel tries to find position in the paint.
Oh.
And he's fouled as he tried to put.
As like Morel tries to rip down the rim. Although I felt he should have laid it in gently, maybe. He went for the highlight. And he's been called. And I think he's about to be cautioned for hanging on the rim and the extracurricular activities, the little banter he was having with Brian from Ulinzi.
Actually, he's bleeding because his shirt has some stains of blood right there, you can see. And the referee is telling him to go out of play because he is bleeding. You cannot be in the field of play with blood.
Yes.
So he has to come out.
So, like, now the question is, who...
He's trying to shoot his free throws.
Yeah. In the moment that he's going to be patched up, who will replace him? Oh, he has changed his shooting sleeve.
He's trying to be clever about it, covering it up with his arm sleeve. But the referee is very persistent to see him out of field of play. And now Kisilu will replace him.
As Salim Kisilu, he checks in cool, calm, composed, collected, and he sinks the first free throw.
Kisilu with the first free throw that should have been taken by Morel.
But he sinks it. And Spencer Morel is right back at the sub table. Salim Kisilu sinks both of them, and we have a substitution. Is it Salim Kisilu or who is coming out for the Dockers?
We are yet to know because
hasn't the table seen that Spencer is at the subs chair?
Tobias with pressure defense. Regan fails to convert on that attempt. KPA now on the open floor where they're very dangerous. Buluma.
The ball kind of slipped out of his hands. That
Tobias.
was a contested shot. But it's good, you know, because the clock has stopped and you get a chance to cut it down to a possibly 9-point game.
At a time like this, your biggest enemy is usually the clock. So you try to stop it as much as you can if you're the KPA Dockers. And get to the line as many times as you can. So the free throws are the best way for the KPA Dockers in this situation to get themselves back into this game because they get to stop time with every attempt that they go to.
As Tobias, uncharacteristic of him again, he misses both.
And the Ulinzi Warriors a bit too desperate now, trying to force Regan into the plays. And Mufutu has had enough. He's checking in Brant Sizioka. He's not happy. He's not happy with Brian Omondi trying to force passes to Regan.
Yeah. This is the playoffs, especially in a high-octane game like this. Very little room for error. KPA taking a bit long to get into the offense. Spencer takes matters in his own hands. The ball is batted around. Salim comes up with it, flips it up, flips it in. And we have a 9-point game with 3 minutes, 30 seconds left on the shot clock. On the game clock. It's
still a very contestable game.
Yes.
And KPA Dockers can come out with it.
Nice help defense by Martin Boluma. Martin Boluma, oh my God. This guy today, he has put in the work. Salim Kisilu, wide open three.
Oh, Salim!
Makes it a 6-point game and an immediate timeout called by the Ulinzi Warriors. We said this game is still very wide open.
I think the Warriors got too comfortable with that big lead earlier on, but the KPA Dockers inched closer with every single possession, and now that victory by Salim Kisilu seems to have injected some bit of hope into the KPA Dockers.
And you see, early on what we were saying, KPA were being a bit too erratic and careless with the ball. If they would have taken better possession, this game was still very wide open. And now Salim Kisilu makes it a 2-possession game with 3 minutes and change left on the game clock. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we have a game on our hands. And we are set to check back in after that quick timeout by Ulinzi Warriors.
Tobias trying to go for a steal there, and Akoi passes it to Regan. Regan forces up a shot, comes out empty.
KPA, and it's battered around. They come up with it.
Ayecho, open three. Too strong.
Oh, that would have brought the gym down.
I think a lot of energy has been flowing. Alicia, a rim rocker.
Oh, that was a miscalculation by Spencer, and the ball leaked, found its way to Alicia, and Alicia threw it down. Make it an 8-point game or a 3-possession game.
Ayecha finds Morel, drives strong. Morel.
Strong drive, gets it to drop. Man, Spencer Morel has put in the work.
And one thing I've noticed is that since Washington Ayecha, number 14 for the KPA Dockers, has come in, the ball distribution has been a bit more flowing for the KPA Dockers as Tobias goes all the way, fouled by Akoi.
Ulinzi Warriors in the penalty. I see the flag is up, so I think they are. And this particular game, Toby has struggled at the line. So let's see whether he can come through in crunch time. Toby Odhiambo at the line for 2 shots with 2 minutes and 3 seconds left on the game clock.
The Mombasa fans are saying you should call him Tobias. Tobias.
As Toby gets the first one to drop. Listen, Phil. Yes. Tomato. It just depends on where you went to school. And he calmly rattles in the second one.
It's now a 6-point game. The Ulinzi Warriors seem to be shaken a bit.
Let's see. It seems like we are in for another exciting finish.
Oh, still by Tobias.
And he's off to the races. He's being hounded by Samuel Rapudo. Kicks it out.
Nice
Wide open 3 by Salim. Salim back too strong. Oh. And an offensive foul is called on the floor. against Martin Buluma, much to the dismay of the home fans. Oh my God. The pressure and tension in here, I can cut it with a knife.
A lot of high energy has risen here as we edge closer to the end of the game. KPA Dockers trying their level best to come back into this game, but Ulinzi Warriors not giving them an inch.
As KPA going into a full court press.
Tobias is called for a holding foul.
Holding foul.
He was impeding movement by Rapudo. And Tobias dismayed by that call.
He's in utter shock, in disbelief. So far, I think that the referees have been on top of things. They've tried to manage this high-pressure, high-tension game as best as they can, and there haven't been too many contested calls. Obviously, every player thinks that the referee is wrong if you call a foul on them, and think that they are fouled every single time they go to the rim. So that's normal from players.
I think that is testament to the history of, from game 2, because we saw a lot of high energy by Ulinzi as they tried to argue out that they made the last basket there, as the referee nullified that basket, and so the referees thought it wise to bring their best to this game too, so that we cannot have a repeat of what may have happened in game 2. Tobias hounding Rapudo.
And he gets the ball out of his hand finally. Elvis with a drive, pull-up jumper, doesn't get it to go. Ayecha with the rebound, and he runs into trouble, almost loses it, but gets help in the form of Spencer. Spencer hands it over to Toby. They need to get something going fast as we are approaching.
Ayecha shakes up a coin. That should be a foul. And he picks up the foul.
And he gets the foul.
Forces his way in. Washington Ayecha losing Akoi, and Akoi trying to contain him, but Ayecha proving to be too much.
As Ayecha, as he misses the first one, all these points are crucial. He gets the second one to drop. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 1 minute 10 seconds.
It's a 5-point game. We're edging closer to the closing time. We're trying to give you.
And we have a foul on the ground. KPA in the penalty, so they are going to the line. So Ulinzi Warriors are going to the line. We have Elvis Okoye with 2 big free throws, and he misses the first one. This game is still within reach. It's only a 5-point game. He calmly sinks the second one, makes it a 6-point game. Out Salim, he thought about it, step back, kick out to Toby. Toby head fake, pull up Jay. Martin also thought about it, drives, foul on the floor. Oh, and they call that foul on the floor. But Martin Buluma will still be going to the line for 2 free throws. As Martin Buluma ice in his veins, calmly sinks it in crunch time, makes it a 5-point game. Can he make it a 4-point game? Yes, he banks it in to make it a 4-point game, and we have a timeout on the floor by Ulinzi Warriors. Scores are 72-76, favor Ulinzi Warriors with 47 seconds on the game clock. Oh my God, this has been a semi-final for the ages. This is everything that we hoped for, everything that we wished for as basketball fans. The tension is so high. I'm literally standing. I've been standing for the most of the fourth quarter.
They are trying also to keep up with the time between the clock operator for the referees and our clock operator, because we saw the clock was the biggest contention in game 2.
Yeah.
And you don't want a repeat of the same, so we're trying to give you the time exactly as it is with the scorers table there from the referees. Ulinzi Warriors had a big lead, but KPA Dockers have clawed their way back to make it a 2-possession game. And we'll wait to see if KPA Dockers can finish their rally, or whether Ulinzi Warriors will step them off and pick up this win in game 3.
Very big shout out to the Kenya Basketball Federation, to Okapi Sports Network, to KPA basketball team, to Ulinzi Warriors, to Mombasa Maize Millers, who have also come on board for the playoffs, just to make this thing happen. And we are live, ladies and gentlemen, both in Nairobi and Mombasa. You can tune on to Okapi Sports Network and watch both games from the convenience of wherever you are. And 47 seconds to go. KPA Dockers are 4 points down.
We are also sending a shout out to our fans for showing up for this game and keeping it lively.
A very big shout out to our fans who are watching us live, who are here in the gymnasium, who are in Nyayo. Without you, this game would be so boring. Inbound. As Rapudo, he sees an opening, he goes, but Toby, he's equal to the task. Ball out to Okoye. Okoye looking to put the moves on Salim. A high screen. 10 seconds left.
Okoye loses Kisilu. Rejection.
With a rejection by Spencer. And Martin is off to the races. He pulls down.
Ayecha. Looking for options. Kisilu rises up.
Oh, way off. Way off by Salim Kisilu. And they have to take the quick foul, because now we have 16 seconds on the shot clock and the game clock. So
that is the only thing that the Dockers could do in that point. Try to stop the clock as much as you can, because once Kisilu missed that 3-point shot, then Ulinzi Warriors are now looking out to kill off time, because with 16 seconds, that is just one possession.
The only issue is that the person they fouled has been knocking down free throws this whole series.
Just like he did in this time.
If he makes it or misses it, I have a feeling KPA is going to take a timeout.
Elisha at the line, all the weight of the world on his shoulders.
If I was Elisha, I would have missed that free throw. Well, I wouldn't say the world, but with the weight of the whole garrison on his shoulders.
Elisha wants his points. He's not leaving anything on the plate, so he converts those 2 free throws there.
Elisha taking no chances. Maybe one way of looking at it is I would have risked to miss the second free throw to deny KPA a chance to call a timeout. Because either way, it's a 2-possession game. Because that way KPA would have to play and get into the offense without having a setup play drawn.
Indeed, that would be a very wise way to counter KPA's momentum. Force them to kill as much time moving the ball from their end to your end. Putting a lot of pressure also as they try to move the ball to your end. So try to put a lot of pressure on that possession. No fouls, and force them to take a difficult shot. If it goes in, then it goes in. But you still have one more possession to play around with.
I don't know. Maybe I should have hired out my basketball brains to Elisha. As we see the sights and sounds from the gymnasium, the KPA fans are in total disbelief. They can't believe that they're about to see their team go down 2-0 unless KPA have a trick up their sleeve.
And I think if players thought the way their coaches and analysts think, then they will be perfect human beings. So we should at least give them that room for error so that they can be normal, just like we are.
This is interesting. Coach Mike Opel and Sami Kiki, they have put in 3 shooters in Eric, Salim and Washington. I think they're going to go for the 3.
And Tobias can also shoot the 3.
Yeah.
Morel also, despite being a big, he's still running out of time. Finds Tobias, forces up a short, hands on him. Pass to Morel, and that should be an unsportsmanlike foul. He held him by the neck.
Oh, that was a tough playoff foul. That was, if you ask me, that was an unsportsmanlike foul. Made no play at the ball totally.
In the streets, they call that Angeta. Akoi Ngetarizes Spencer Morel, making sure that it doesn't have a chance to even put them to throw the ball up.
And Elvis Okoye gets an applause from his bench for his efforts. Spencer Morel looks shaken up by that foul, and he's actually asking for a sub. I don't think he's in a good state right now. He must have gotten his head hit. Oh my, Spencer does not look good at all. We just hope it is not a concussion as he immediately collapses to the ground. Martin Boluma calmly sinks in the first free throw. Now remember, after this, or was it an unsportsmanlike foul? Yes.
Tobias shouting, saying that
yes,
one of the referees called it an unsportsmanlike foul.
Which I agree, it was an unsportsmanlike foul. So KPA will still retain possession. As he misses the second one, it's a 6-point game with 11 seconds to go.
And Buluma misses.
Oh, I think the first one it didn't count. I think the first one he was just warming up.
But they still have this possession to cut it to possibly 4 or 3 points, depending on what type of shot that they will be seeking.
Well, if they get a 3-point shot, then they get a steal and another 3-point shot. It reminds me of Reggie Miller.
Odondo left open, and he's called for. Is it a travel? He's called for travel.
He's called for travel, which he did. He did shuffle his feet, and the referee was right on top of things. And I think this game is over and done with.
And Coach Opel was very furious with Eric Odondo. Ball to Rapudo with 7 seconds left on the clock. KPA trying to foul. And this surely is it, ladies and gentlemen. Ulinzi have stolen game 3 here.
And ladies and gentlemen, we come to the end of this amazing game. Sights and scenes from Makande. KPA Dockers in total shock and disbelief. Ulinzi Warriors jubilated, exhilarated, super happy. But they know that the job is not over. KPA also know that they still have a chance at this.
KPA with the chance to bounce back in tomorrow's game 4 right here at the KPA Gymnasium in Makande. We will be here to take you through it. And the Ulinzi Warriors come up with a win on game 3. They need just one more win to complete their mission and head to the finals. But KPA have a chance to regroup and it will be interesting to see what will happen in Game 4. Chanel.
Yeah, well, for me, as a fan, I'm super excited. Tomorrow we'll also have a double header, KPA versus Equity, Game 4 at 2 p.m. KPA versus Ulinzi, Game 4 at 4 p.m. And we'll be here live streaming from Okapi Sports Network. So make sure you log in. For us at KPA Gymnasium, it's been a pleasure hosting you, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow.